The suspicious death of a spy who found himself naked in a North Face bag. Hi, welcome to Mystery Godz, where we discuss mysterious true stories and cases like this one. If you like videos like this one, please like and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Thank you. Let's start. Gareth Williams, a Welsh mathematician, was discovered dead inside a North Face duffel bag at his London residence in August 2010. Despite the fact that the facts would suggest murder, authorities ruled his death an accident. The duffel bag was found inside the bathtub, padlocked from the outside, but the key was inside, along with Williams' nude body. Only Williams' fingerprints were found on the site. According to his particular preferences, detectives suspected a sexual mishap but found no evidence of foul conduct. He was discovered padlocked inside a North Face bag. Gareth Williams was visited by police in August 2010 for a well-being check. He resided in a Pimlico flat in downtown London and worked in Gloucester not far away. Friends and relatives were worried since he hadn't been seen or heard from in nearly 2 weeks. When the cops came, nothing looked out of place in the crowded flat, until they got to the toilet. They discovered a padlocked red North Face duffel bag there. Inside was Williams' half-decomposing nude body. He seemed uninjured, and detectives believe he died while inside the duffel bag, rather than before. Gareth Williams was a genius. Born in Anglesey, Wales, Williams spoke Welsh as his first language and attended Bangor University as a child. He graduated from this Royal Charter School with a first-class degree in math at the age of 17. Williams was regarded by his instructors as a brilliant student with one of the sharpest minds they had ever seen. He was perhaps not the finest mathematician I have seen, but the best logician. One teacher, Gareth Williams, remarked of Williams. In the year 2000, he enrolled in St. Catherine's College, Cambridge, for a postgraduate diploma in mathematics. He allegedly dropped out of the program after being recruited by GCQH, a British national security and communications organization based in Cheltenham. Williams worked as an MI6 spy and codebreaker before becoming a communications officer at Government Communications Headquarters in Gloucestershire, where he excelled. He was a spy, according to reports, and his life involved code breaking, extensive travel, and a secondment with MI6. At the time of his murder, he was living near MI6 headquarters in what was supposed to be a safe home. According to his relatives, he was a very private man who never discussed his job with anyone. Even in his 20s, he didn't frequent pubs or engage in a partying lifestyle. Williams, who was 31 at the time, had few personal friends but was regarded at work as a good and diligent man with no known social adversaries. His death was ruled to have been an accident. Authorities were confused by Williams' death because the key to the padlock was discovered inside the duffel bag, beneath his body. According to the investigators, there were no fingerprints on the bathtub or the exterior of the duffel bag. There was no forensic proof that anybody else had been there, and surveillance video showed no odd activity in the apartment complex. Although coroners first suspected a criminal act, they were unable to determine a cause of death and recommended suffocation. Gareth had shut himself inside the duffel bag, according to authorities, and his death was deemed an accident. Foul play has never been excluded. Despite the fact that the death was declared an accident, there have been allegations throughout the inquiry that there was foul play involved. The Williams family's counsel stated that goods were stolen from the flat, implying that someone else was present. Another report claimed that the flat had been thoroughly cleansed of forensic evidence. However, authorities disputed this. The first inquiry suggested that Williams was murdered by MI6 agents or agents from another agency. Williams had previously worked with National Security Agency and FBI agents. Further investigation into this well-known clandestine agency revealed no new information on the circumstances behind Williams' death. He could have been murdered by the Russian mafia. One of the most popular hypotheses is that Williams was murdered by the Russian mafia. The specifics of Williams's then current inquiry remain classified, although the initiative is connected to Russian crime organizations. According to reports, MI6 was developing equipment to track Russia's currency exchange with Europe. Williams' approach has the potential to destabilize low-level criminal networks and interrupt the flow of money. The death could have been caused by claustrophilia. Williams' laptop revealed that he browsed bondage sites numerous times in the days leading up to his death, lending credence to the notion that he accidentally murdered himself. His web history indicated DIY bondage and material on claustrophilia, leading police to believe he was involved in a claustrophilia obsession. Authorities speculated that Williams willingly went inside the bag since enclosed areas frighten claustrophobics. Williams suffocated inadvertently after becoming trapped within and unable to escape. Based on the interior temperature and the size of the bag, Williams died within 30 minutes. There was no indication of a struggle. In terms of forensic evidence, Williams' crowded flat was spotless. There was no evidence of a forced entrance or a struggle. Investigators concluded that no one else was there at the time of his death since there was no evidence to suggest otherwise. Williams entered the bag freely, according to coroners, since there were no evidence of narcotics or alcohol in his system. Williams would have had to be unconscious in order to be placed into the bag without leaving DNA evidence. This, however, was not the case. Williams' body showed no signs of bodily violence, such as bruises or gashes, and the only DNA found on him belonged to a forensic professional. The absence of DNA on Williams, the duffel bag, and the bathtub in which the bag was discovered lends credence to the idea that someone cleaned the crime scene after killing Williams. Expensive women's clothes could be found everywhere. In Williams's apartment, investigators discovered wigs, costly lingerie, and women's designer clothes worth about £20,000. Turning again to Williams's browsing history, police discovered Williams searched and purchased the products online. The notion that Williams purchased the things for himself calls into question the theory that someone else was there with Williams before his death. Williams may have engaged in cross-dressing, according to speculation. Another hypothesis suggested that Williams purchased the outfit for a fashion lesson at Central St. Martin's College of Art and Design. An ex-KGB agent has come forward with new evidence. The most contentious explanation concerning Williams' killing comes from an unusual source, a former KGB operative. Boris Karpitkov fled to the UK decades ago and came forward in 2015, claiming to have knowledge on Williams' case. According to his narrative, he believes Russian hitmen murdered Williams because he refused to become a KGB double agent. To begin, they threatened him using fake pictures in order to compel him. Boris claims he learned through a GCHQ mole that Williams was asked out for a night on the town in Las Vegas. After drugging Williams, Russian intelligence officers took sexually explicit pictures of him and put narcotics on his person. Williams refused to comply, so the assassins poisoned him via his ear before stuffing him into a duffel bag and cleaning up the mess. To this day, endless conspiracy theories surround his death. While officials finally declared Williams' death an accident, several people are still puzzled as to how Williams might have trapped himself inside the duffel bag. Specialists first declared it impossible, however conspiracy theorists have subsequently created films attempting the feat in order to demonstrate that it is feasible. Even now, several experts, including coroners who worked on the case, believe he sealed himself inside the bag. Other conspiracy theories contend that MI6 is to blame and is covering up the murder. Some believe it was a failed performance art work. Others believe Williams was slain by KGB agents or Russian mafia hitmen. Authorities continue to concede that his death is unlikely to ever be properly explained. Comment your thoughts on this story. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe with notifications on. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.